Have you ever stopped to think that the reality you live in might be shaped by your own mind? It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, doesn't it? But what if I told you there's a profound truth behind this idea? One with the power to completely transform your life? Just imagine for a moment. What if every thought that passes through your mind is like a seed planted in the garden of your reality? Some of these seeds grow and flourish, while others wither away and disappear. But in one way or another, all of them contribute to the landscape of your life. It's fascinating to think that right now you might be creating your future with the power of your mind, your beliefs, your fears, your hopes. All these mental elements are constantly shaping the world around you, often without you even realizing it. But don't worry if this all seems a bit abstract or hard to believe. In the coming pages, we'll dive deep into this concept, exploring not only ancient philosophical ideas, but also the latest scientific discoveries that are revolutionizing our understanding of the mind's power. Get ready for a journey that will challenge your perceptions, expand your horizons, and perhaps even change the way you see the world and yourself. Together, we'll explore how your mind shapes reality, uncovering secrets that have the potential to transform every aspect of your life. Are you ready to discover the true power that lies within your mind? Then let's begin our journey into the fascinating world of perception, where reality is not always what it seems to be. The power of perception. When we talk about how the mind shapes reality, the first step is to understand the fundamental role of perception. Have you ever wondered why two people can experience the same event in completely different ways? The answer lies in the power of perception. Imagine you're at a party. For some, the atmosphere feels vibrant and exciting. For others, it might seem loud and overwhelming. The party is the same, but the experience is radically different. This is where we begin to see how our minds influence our reality. Scientists have extensively studied this phenomenon. A fascinating experiment conducted by psychologists showed that people tend to see what they expect to see. In one test, participants were shown ambiguous images. Those who had been previously exposed to positive words interpreted the images more optimistically, while those exposed to negative words saw the same images in a much darker way. This demonstrates how our mental expectations literally color our perception of the world, but it goes even deeper. Neuroscientists have discovered that our brain is not a passive receiver of information. In fact, it actively filters, interprets, and in some cases even fills in gaps in the information we receive. It's as if our brain were a movie director, deciding what makes it into the scene and what gets left out. This filtering process is crucial for our survival. Imagine if we had to consciously process every detail of our surroundings at all times. It would be sensory overload. So our brain determines what is important based on our past experiences, beliefs, and expectations. Here's the truly fascinating part. By understanding this process, we can begin to influence it consciously. If we change our expectations and beliefs, we can quite literally change what we perceive and, as a result, transform our experience of reality. It's like adjusting the settings on a camera. By changing the focus, exposure, or angle, the same scene can look completely different. In the same way, by adjusting our mental perception, we can transform how we see and interact with the world around us. This leads us to a powerful conclusion. To some extent, we are the creators of our own reality. Not in the sense of altering the laws of physics, of course, but in the sense that our perception profoundly shapes our experience of life. And what if we could learn to direct this perception in a more conscious and positive way? The possibilities are truly exciting. But to fully understand how to do this, we need to dive deeper into the scientific foundations behind this idea. Let's explore how modern neuroscience is uncovering the mechanisms behind this incredible power of the mind. Scientific foundations. While the idea that our mind shapes reality may seem abstract, modern science is providing concrete evidence to support this concept. One of the most revolutionary discoveries in this field is neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize and form new connections throughout life. For a long time, it was believed that the brain was unchangeable after childhood. Today, we know this is far from true. Studies show that our thoughts and experiences literally reshape the structure of our brain. Imagine your brain as a garden where your thoughts are seeds. The more you nurture certain patterns of thought, the stronger these neural plants become. An impressive example comes from a study on London taxi drivers. Researchers found that the part of the brain responsible for spatial navigation was significantly larger in these drivers compared to the general population. Their brains physically adapted to the demand of memorizing London's intricate map. This illustrates how our repeated thoughts and experiences can alter the physical structure of our brain. But science takes it even further. Research in the field of psychoneuroimmunology shows how our thoughts impact not just our brain, but our entire body. Studies reveal that chronic stress can suppress the immune system, while positive thoughts and meditation can strengthen it. This is living proof of the mind-body connection. Even more fascinating is the emerging field of epigenetics. This area studies how environmental factors, including our thoughts and emotions, can influence the expression of our genes. We're not altering the genetic code itself, but rather determining which genes are switched on or off. This means our thoughts can influence our biology at the most fundamental level. Quantum physics also offers intriguing insights. The famous double-slit experiment demonstrated that subatomic particles behave differently when observed, suggesting the observer plays a crucial role in defining reality. While it's important not to overextend these results to the macroscopic world, they open up fascinating possibilities about the nature of reality and our interaction with it. All these scientific discoveries point to a groundbreaking conclusion. Our mind is not merely a passive observer of reality, but an active participant in its creation. Our beliefs, thoughts, and perceptions have a tangible impact on the world around us, starting with our own body and extending to our experience of reality. This modern understanding surprisingly echoes ancient wisdom that long spoke of the mind's power. Let's explore how these age-old traditions align with current scientific discoveries, forming a fascinating bridge between the old and the new. Ancient wisdom. It's fascinating how the modern scientific discoveries we've just explored seem to echo wisdom that has existed for millennia. This convergence between the old and the new offers us a unique perspective on the power of the mind in shaping reality. Plato, in the 4th century BCE, proposed in his Allegory of the Cave that our perception of reality might be nothing more than a shadow of the truth. This philosophical idea aligns with modern discoveries about how our brain filters and interprets reality. In the East, traditions such as Buddhism and Hinduism have long taught about the power of the mind. The Buddhist concept of mindfulness, for example, emphasizes the importance of present-moment awareness, something modern neuroscience has confirmed to be beneficial for both mental and physical health. The tradition of yoga, which dates back over 5,000 years, has always emphasized the mind-body connection. Its practices of meditation and breath control are now scientifically validated as powerful tools for shaping our experience of reality. Even in Western tradition, echoes of this wisdom can be found. The Roman philosopher Marcus Aurelius wrote, "A man's life is what his thoughts make of it." This statement feels almost prophetic in light of modern discoveries about neuroplasticity and epigenetics. What's remarkable is how these universal principles appear across such diverse cultures and eras. There seems to be an intuitive understanding, shared through the ages, that our mind plays a fundamental role in shaping our reality. This convergence between ancient wisdom and modern science not only validates both perspectives, but also provides us with a solid foundation to explore how we can apply this knowledge in our lives. After all, if millennia-old cultures and modern scientists agree on the power of the mind, perhaps it's time we take a closer look at how this power works in practice. Let us now dive into the specific mechanisms through which our mind shapes our reality, combining the best of ancient wisdom with the latest scientific discoveries. Mechanisms of the mind. Now that we understand the scientific foundations and ancient wisdom behind the power of the mind, let's explore the specific mechanisms through which our thoughts shape our reality. Understanding these processes is the first step toward learning to use them consciously in our favor. The first crucial mechanism is the cycle of beliefs and reality. Our beliefs act as powerful filters through which we interpret the world. For example, if you believe it's hard to make friends, your brain will be more attuned to experiences that confirm this belief, ignoring contradictory evidence. This creates a self-reinforcing cycle. Your beliefs influence your actions, which in turn generate outcomes that seem to validate your initial beliefs. Another key mechanism is the reticular activating system, RAS, a network of neurons in the brainstem that functions as an attention filter. The RAS determines which environmental information reaches our conscious awareness. This is why, when you decide to buy a specific car, you suddenly start noticing that model everywhere. The RAS is filtering relevant information for you based on your current interests and beliefs. Repetitive thought patterns also play a crucial role. Every thought we have strengthens specific neural connections. The more we repeat a thought, the stronger this neural pathway becomes. It's like creating a trail through a dense forest. The more you walk it, the clearer and easier to follow it becomes. This explains why mental habits, whether positive or negative, can be so powerful and challenging to change. Creative visualization is another powerful mechanism. Studies show that the brain doesn't clearly distinguish between a real experience and a vividly imagined one. Elite athletes have been using this technique for decades, mentally rehearsing their performances to improve their actual results. This works because visualization activates the same brain areas that would be engaged during the real experience. Finally, there's the placebo effect, a well-documented phenomenon where believing in the effectiveness of a treatment can produce real results, even when the treatment itself is inert. This demonstrates the incredible power of our expectations over our physical reality. Understanding these mechanisms provides us with a clear view of how our thoughts and beliefs constantly shape our experience of reality. They act as a lens through which we perceive the world, influencing not only our interpretations but also our actions and, consequently, our outcomes. The good news is that once we become aware of these processes, we can begin to direct them intentionally. This brings us to the most exciting and practical part of our exploration: the techniques we can use to harness the power of the mind and actively shape our reality. Let's dive into these practical tools and discover how we can apply them in our daily lives. Practical techniques. Now that we understand the mechanisms through which our mind shapes reality, it's time to explore practical techniques to harness this power. These tools will allow us to consciously influence our thoughts, beliefs, and consequently, our experience of reality. Let's start with awareness exercises. The practice of mindfulness is a powerful technique to increase awareness of your thought patterns. Set aside a few minutes each day to simply observe your thoughts without judgment. This practice helps create distance between you and your thoughts, allowing you to choose which ones to nurture and which to let go of. Mental reprogramming is another crucial technique. Begin by identifying limiting beliefs that might be negatively influencing your reality. For instance, if you believe, "I'll never be successful," replace this belief with a more positive and realistic one, such as, "I am constantly learning and growing." Repeat this new affirmation regularly, especially upon waking and before sleeping, when your mind is most receptive. Creative visualization is a powerful tool to rehearse the reality you want to create. Spend time daily vividly imagining your goals as if they've already been achieved. Engage all your senses in this visualization. How do you feel? What do you see? What do you hear? The more real and detailed your visualization, the more effective it will be in directing your brain toward that reality. Another effective technique is acting as if. Behave as though you're already the person you want to become or have already achieved your goals. This helps align your actions with your aspirations, creating a new reality through behavior. Gratitude is a simple yet profoundly transformative practice. Keeping a gratitude journal, where you write down 3 things you're grateful for each day, helps shift your mind toward the positive. This activates the reticular activating system to notice more positive things in your life, creating a virtuous cycle of positivity. Finally, questioning techniques are powerful for challenging and transforming limiting beliefs. When faced with a negative thought, question it. Is it really true? What evidence do you have against this belief? What alternative perspective might be more helpful? Remember, the key to all these techniques is consistent practice. Just as physical exercises shape your body over time, these mental exercises gradually shape your reality. Be patient and persistent. As you begin implementing these techniques, You might wonder how to integrate them into your daily routine. How can we transform these practices into sustainable habits that truly shape our reality in a lasting way? Let's explore practical strategies for embedding this new mindset into our everyday lives. Daily applications. Turning knowledge into action is the true secret to shaping our reality. Let's explore how to integrate the techniques we've learned into our daily lives, creating habits that, over time, can deeply transform our life experience. Start your day with intention. Upon waking, before reaching for your phone, take 5 minutes to visualize your ideal day. Imagine yourself moving through your tasks with calm and confidence. This morning practice sets the tone for the rest of your day, programming your brain to seek positive experiences. Practice mindful pauses throughout the day. Every hour, take 30 seconds to breathe deeply and reconnect with the present moment. This helps interrupt negative thought patterns and recenters your mind. Turn routine tasks into opportunities for mental growth. While brushing your teeth, repeat positive affirmations. During your shower, practice gratitude. On your commute, listen to inspiring podcasts or engage in creative visualization. End your day with a positive review. Write down 3 things that went well and 1 lesson learned. This trains your brain to focus on positivity and growth, even on challenging days. Create an environment that supports your new mindset. Use visual reminders, sticky notes with positive affirmations, a vision board, or a motivational wallpaper on your phone. Practice fake it till you make it in social situations. Act with the confidence and positivity of the person you aspire to become. Over time, this behavior will start to feel natural. Remember, consistency is more important than perfection. Small daily actions practiced consistently have an immense transformative power over time. By incorporating these practices into your routine, you'll be actively shaping your reality day by day. But what happens when we face challenges? How do we maintain this mindset during difficult times? Let's conclude our journey by reflecting on how to sustain this new perspective in the long run, regardless of circumstances. We have reached the end of our journey of discovery on how our mind shapes reality. We've seen how modern science and ancient wisdom converge to reveal the incredible power our thoughts have over our lives. Let's recap the key points. 1. Our perception actively filters and interprets reality. 2. The brain is plastic, constantly changing based on our thoughts and experiences. 3. Mechanisms like the belief cycle and the reticular activating system directly influence our experience of reality. 4. Practical techniques such as mindfulness, visualization, and affirmations can be used to direct this power. 5. Integrating these practices into our daily routine is essential for lasting transformation. But remember, this knowledge is just the beginning. The real power lies in consistent application. Here are your next practical steps. 1. Choose one technique that resonates with you and commit to practicing it daily for 21 days. 2. Keep a journal to record your observations and changes during this period. 3. Share your learning with someone. Teaching reinforces knowledge. 4. Be patient and kind to yourself. Deep transformations take time. As you embark on this journey of self-discovery and transformation, remember, you are the architect of your reality. Every thought, every belief, every action is a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. The power to shape your reality has always been within you. Now, armed with knowledge and practical tools, you have the opportunity to consciously create the life you desire. So I ask you, what reality will you choose to create from this moment forward? The universe awaits your answer. The journey begins with a single thought. Let it be powerful, positive, and transformative.